Hi everyone. So Stephan will start now the presentation from Griffith University. Welcome again. You can start your presentation now. Thank you.
Thanks, Pedro. Very much appreciated. And I'll just say thanks to everyone for joining us today and making an effort to learn a bit more about studying abroad, and in particular, learning a bit more about studying at Griffith University. So let me just share my screen, and hopefully you can see my screen now. So for those who don't know a lot about Griffith University, let me show you a few images. So thanks for allowing me to show that video. Just as a summary, hopefully you got a better idea about what Griffith University offers, and a bit of a look at some of the services and facilities, and some of the aspects of why many students choose to study at Griffith University. You might have seen some of the rankings and information that came up, but just as a snapshot, some of our strongest areas of study are related to hospitality and tourism, law, nursing and midwifery, and civil engineering. We've also got a very strong reputation for education experience, and this relates to student satisfaction. We're a young university, but we're highly ranked among other young universities around the world. And but one claim we can make is that in the last 5 years we've had more teaching citations and awards than any other university in Australia, including the top award, the Australian University Teacher of the Year, for 3 years in the past 5 years. Griffith is located in and around southeast Queensland, and we're very lucky to have this beautiful location. The climate is warm and mild, and students, particularly from Brazil, love to study at our campuses, and mainly at the Gold Coast campus. But one of the fastest areas for us is actually our digital environment, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. This is a snapshot of our Gold Coast campus at the bottom there, and as you can see in the background is the beautiful downtown surfers paradise. So we're very close to all of the action of the sun, sand and surf. We have around 18,000 students studying at the Gold Coast campus, and a lot of students are studying related to the health sciences and allied sciences, business, visual arts with design, as well as engineering. You may or may not know that Griffith, the Gold Coast campus, is considered part of the Australian government's regional centres, and this allows international students who live at the Gold Coast and study on our campus to access an additional year of post-study work rights, and that means staying in Australia for a total of 3 years after graduation, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But one of the fastest growing areas, partly because of the current travel restrictions in place, but partly because of a lot of students are choosing a lifestyle that is more flexible, and so our digital environment is growing significantly. It's something that we've been providing for students for over 20 years, and we've got around 12,000 international students, or students in total rather, studying in our digital campus. So this is not just an online delivery platform, but it's an online experience. It's the whole campus environment that we're able to offer to students. And this is particularly important now as we have travel restrictions in place. I think one thing that's very important for you to know here is that it's the same academics and same content. So if you're starting your degree online, you will be studying from the top academics in their field and studying the same content. So there's no compromise in that regard. A lot of students will be starting their degree with us in the next 12 months or so online, with a view to transition to on-campus. And there'll be a variety of platforms, including video demonstrations, recorded lectures, self-access tutorials. So we understand that your time zone is different from our time zone, and we, in taking that into consideration, try to make courses available to you so that you can study in your own pace, and with platforms that you can pause, rewind, and go forward, and as you review materials. One aspect that is very important for our international students, particularly Brazilian students, is to get that network of employment in place, and we are still offering that even as you start your degree online. So we offer work integrated opportunities and internships. Just like I'm working from home, you will have that access to companies and employment from your home as you start your degree, including one of the connecting with professionals in your field through the Griffith Industry Mentoring Program and the wide range of services available from the Careers and Employment Office. It's not just about studying that you're worried about as you start your degree online, it's how you can connect with the community. And we've been able to provide that through our platforms as well. So Griffith Mates is fully functioning with its wide range of extracurricular or outside of the degree support and assistance and growth that it offers students. The International Student Advisory Centre are all open and working from home and through appointments and video chats, as well as offline assistance, and the peer-assisted study sessions are also continuing online. This is an example of some of the activities that are available to the online community. So there's no reason for you to feel like when you start your degree online that there is a sense of isolation. You are definitely an important part of our community and a growing part of our digital community. You will have your contacts in place when when travel restrictions are lifted and you transition to on-campus. Griffith is a large government university, and it's also offers a wide range of areas of study, and it's purposely offering these areas as a broad spectrum university. We are a full university, so offering undergraduate and postgraduate as well as research, and there are many ways to get into the university if you cannot enter the university directly. One of those areas particularly useful for Brazilian students is the English language program. So Griffith English Language Institute, which offers award-winning programs for direct entry into the university or general English, and we're getting more inquiries for that as well. The university is offering its programs or the English programs online as well as on campus. So for those students already onshore, on-campus delivery is happening, and for those students offshore, we are delivering our programs online. Our programs, English programs, have intakes every 5 weeks, and a promotion for Latin America, including Brazil, obviously, is 20% tuition fee reduction. There's a wide range of nationalities, so the nationality mix is very important for our students, and we're lucky to be able to offer that. The tuition fees include course materials, so there's no additional fee for that. And every 5 weeks, we offer a $1,000 scholarship for students who are displaying a positive attitude and progressing through the program well. For those students who are coming to us from high school or may not be eligible to enter a bachelor degree, we work with Griffith College for a wide range of pathways into undergraduate as well as postgraduate programs through the Master's Qualifying Program. I mentioned some scholarships earlier, the $1,000 English language scholarship, but the university is also offering students starting in the next intake, which is in November, as well as next year's February, July, and November intakes, an opportunity to receive a 20% scholarship for students who have an equivalent of a 5.0 GPA on a 7 scale, a 25% scholarship for those students on a 5.5 or above. And what I like about these two scholarships is that you don't need to apply for them. We will apply these scholarships to your program application automatically. There is a 50% scholarship, which is a bit more competitive, actually a lot more competitive, and you will need to apply for that separately, and there are 3 rounds available for next year. The application process is the same, whether you're starting your degree online or if you're already in Australia and wanting to start your degree on campus. Once you select your degree, you will then be able to check your background, your requirements, and if you're eligible for any credit, if you're coming in, we've got a facility that can check to see if we can shorten the length of time of your degree. The staff at Global Study Partners will be able to guide you through the process of documentation and will support you with the application online to the university. And then it's a matter of accepting your offer. Now, we have reduced the amount of deposit required to accept your offer to $3,000 rather than the usual first trimester fees. So as long as you're able to cover that first initial deposit of $3,000 in your overseas health cover, you won't need to pay your tuition fees until after census in the trimester that you're starting, which is usually about 4 weeks into your degree. We are encouraging students to apply for a visa straight away, even though you might be starting your program online. The Australian government is now processing offshore visa applications, so it's important that you get your visa application in straight away. For those students who are still uneasy about the starting your program online, we understand your concerns, and we will allow you to withdraw from your program if it's not the experience that you hoped for. We are very thankful that in the trimester that's just started, that there are very few withdrawals, and most students are very satisfied with the online delivery of our programs. In fact, student satisfaction is only within 1.8% of students that are usually studying on campus. So it's an excellent result, really. The Australian government has recently announced that it will consider online delivery as part of the education requirement when it comes time to graduate and apply for a post-study work visa. So that's really good news. As you start your degree online, that counts towards your graduation and staying in Australia for up to 3 years. That's all I've got time for today in this very short presentation. There was a lot of information shared with you just then, so I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have at my booth, and I look forward to speaking to you more about that.